Yeah.
Seeing the rollout of the 5G, just kind of chatting for a little bit. But are you familiar with the In Power movement in Cal Washington?
I'm familiar with it. I have not I've really dug into it, but I've heard a lot of people speak highly of it.
Right. I just actually, he just agreed to an interview on Monday, and I have been involved with Empower closely. Now I'm about to become a volunteer in the back end there. And so the main strategy is to take out the smart grid. And that includes, of course, 5G and the vaccines and the geoengineering, those four big things that the entire reset depends on, right? Because if Stockholm didn't have this control tower and the smart grid to work on, then none of that stuff works. So anyway, I just want to make sure, I should introduce you guys.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, you have to see that these things work together. It's like an elite few, or they call themselves the elite. I have words that is not so flattering for them.
Yeah.
They are so few, we are so many, so they cannot control us by muscle power. They cannot control us with military force because we're just too many. So how can they do it? And they're now at a point where so many people are becoming aware of what's going on that they're losing. They're totally, they're going straight down wherever. So their last chance is so-called smart cities, Agenda 21, and to be able to pull that one off, where they push us, they take 2/3 of us out, they don't want us here anymore. And then the rest of us, they're trying to push us away from where we can have self-sustained living and help each other and be parts of growing and whatever. They want in cities where we can be slave forces. Look at Agenda 21. There's even, if you haven't got the patience, that Agenda 21 for dummies. It only takes 5 minutes to go through what the plan is. More than 190 countries have signed this absolute horror zombie movie future nightmare, awful thing. But they need 5G to pull the smart grid off.
Exactly.
The smart grid is where everything is digitally controlled. Everything, your car, your fridge, your toilet, your shower, your phone, the chip in your hand, everything is in one, but they need fast bandwidth. Otherwise they cannot. So 5G is only the beginning, but this is military grade, totally untested, lethal technology. But they're desperate. They don't care. They're pushed up into a corner, so they don't care. So this is why 5G is extremely important to expose and stop. And I also want to say that I'm in Sweden, and I think this goes nationally or internationally. Check out who have given them building permissions for these towers. Have you been asked? No one has been asked. I mean, they're putting up this microwave grill party of human population, not only humans, but insects and birds and all of it without our permission. And in Sweden, 8 or 9 years ago, they say this is unofficially, but they just gave up this whole thing with building permissions. I mean, if you want to build a dog house, I'm sure you will have to wait 2-3 months to get a permission to even change the angle of the ceiling or the roof on it or something like that. Here, they do. And so in Sweden, it's now between the corporation, whoever they are, and the landowner. So they can pay them off and pull one of these grill towers on the building on there without any permission. And I think that is internationally, and the way I see it, it's totally illegal. So if they put them up illegally, we can just take them down illegally, because it's no longer a matter of, do I want fast download speed for my movies? No, it's a matter of survival for all of us. This is not good for anyone except them.
Exactly. The way Cal describes it is that they are military weapons deployed through the commercial system, right? They're all corporations. The companies creating the 5G, companies creating the smart meters, our government, our courts, our country, it's all corporation and lots of offshore, right? So we aren't there. The profits don't even stay in the darn country. And so these weapons are being, Cal says it's like we're playing checkers and they're playing chess.
I don't know what checkers is, but it sounded interesting.
Yeah, checkers is a very simplified version. Some people might argue that, but extremely simplified. You just get one move and you jump over and you're done.
Okay,
whereas,
got you.
You can only think one move at a time, whereas chess, you're thinking, like you say, Agenda 21, this has been put into place. Some people argue about the planning thing, but it just seems pretty obvious to me about the long-term plan.
I mean, argue as long as you want. Go to the source, see what did these countries sign. At least that we're being told that 190 countries had signed. I mean, that could very well be absolute bullshit, and they're just saying that to say, okay, just to get us to give up. It's already in place. We have no say. Yeah. But the general idea of Agenda 21 is that the state will take over control of everything. Yeah. Land, water, air, your house. You're not allowed to have any private property. The state will take care of your children. The children will be property of the state. I mean, when you hear it, it's like, are you out of your mind? And the architect of this mad plan is the former Norwegian Prime Minister Gro Harlem Brundtland. Bilderberger, very involved in mass killing on Utøya in Norway. And Morris Strong, advisor for some of the really bad boys in this New World Order horror show. So it's like, we just have to say no. This is not up for discussion. If we accept this, if we give our consent, it's game over. Yeah. Exactly, the strategic way, because what we don't realize is that we are locked in contract with these psychopaths in the form of corporations. They protect themselves, they turn themselves into corpses. You can't do anything against the corpse because it's dead. You can't kill it. So this process that Cal designed is notice of liability. It goes to the individuals and starts holding them. It is amazing, honestly. I can't, and it takes the smart grid out at the knees. And it will financially decimate. There's potentially, it's a mass action, so there's potentially millions of notices of liabilities going out at one time. A concerted event will take place, and the commercial system can't survive it. It will come down as a result. So that it's all divinely inspired, and I definitely have to get you and Cal together. I love it. Why not put an EDT together with the two of us, so I can learn while this goes out as well, and other people can learn at the same time. Yeah, that would be incredible, definitely. We're so lucky to have you, and the way that you think and how much time you've devoted to all of this, and doing the work that I could never in a million years do what you do. Like, at so many levels, I couldn't do it, and so I'm grateful for you. Thank you. Yeah, I have so much admiration, and there might be some hard energy from your family. I understand. I'm going through the same thing, but it's like we're coming around to new family and finding our way with a heart that is wide open, and there's just no other way to be. I had to come to the place where I decided, okay, yeah, we're probably going to die this way, and how do I want to die? In integrity, with my own soul, with God, and then it will not be a loss, actually, right? But in the meantime, we're going to fight and do what we're called to do, to be part of this, the light overcoming the dark, which apparently it already won. We're just catching up. I don't know about that one. I just know that in tennis or whatever sports, boxing, whatever, you have to follow through. When you smash, you have to follow through. If you hit and you stop, oh, I already hit it, and that's it. No, you have to follow through, and it's the same here. It's the same if you're on some kind of cure. You have to follow through the cure to make absolute sure. So it's very dangerous if we stop at this point. And just because I hear this, people keep saying, the light has already won. Well, I see a lot of signs that could prove something different. So follow through. And then I think there will be this there would be a shift in energy somehow where we feel that time for a cold beer, breathe out, dance party. The time will come when we know, but until then, we have to be alert because they are moving forward fast, very, very, I can't speak anymore. They're moving forward very fast. And so we have to, and I'm not sure about the word fight, because if you fight, you accept sort of that you are in a fight. I prefer saying transcend, because if you fight, it's force against force, just like in karate. Where you smack together and the strongest one win. I prefer to transcend this whole thing by lifting us energy-wise over it, by exposing what's going on. But for me, it's very, very important. It's like when people are fighting for peace, that doesn't make any sense, And if you've been to peace demonstrations, demonstrations, it's like, peace, peace, peace. What the hell is going on? I thought this was about peace, and suddenly you are in the middle of a lynch party in the name of peace. We have to be very aware of the words we choose, the way we speak, our intentions, because otherwise we are serving them. And they are strong, and they're strong. And the word, when you say different words, listen to the word, how you spell a word. That's not by coincidence, I think, that you charge it with a power, you charge it with an intention. So when it comes out your mouth, be sure that it's a pure intention and it's aimed in the right direction.